All right, so this is obviously biased towards the thinking that I have, but how to buy a water-fed pole? What should I be thinking if I've never been in water-fed poles before, or I want to extend my fleet of water-fed poles? And there's another video in this series which is called How Not to Buy a Water-Fed Pole, and you'll find it up here. If you look at that link after this video, you can click on that link and watch that, because it's really critical to understand the two schools of thought that exist between the manufacturers of water-fed poles. And the essence, because what I didn't say in the other video is that I was once that person. I was once thinking, I was selling water-fed poles that were fixed length, internal tubing, and selling, a best customer of mine would have 5 or 6 poles. Back in those days, we were selling fiberglass hybrid was the best pole we could get affordably, and so they went to 5 stories. But now, of course, we can make carbon fiber poles that go up to, our ultra high modulus will go to 8 stories. But let's say this. This is what I realized one day when I was selling somebody 5 poles, right? It was a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 story pole package, yeah? And I realized this. I'm selling him a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 package. 5 and 4 is 9, 12, 14, 15. I'm selling him 15 stories of carbon fiber and fiberglass, right? Now, you go 6, 7, even if you go 8, you're adding 13, it's now 28 stories of carbon fiber. And I only want to reach 7. And this is what started Reach It. I'm selling 28, I wasn't, it was 15 stories, and I only need to sell 5. How do I design a pole that works for the majority of my work and can be extended? So somebody's got a 30-foot pole, and they want to go to 40 feet, I would sell them a 40-foot pole. But they go to me, this is how it happened. Somebody said to me, can't I just buy 10 feet? Because I've already got 30, right? And you go, yeah, that makes sense. So that's how Reach It started. So how do you buy a water-fed pole? Well, you look at your customer base and you analyze the glass area. So imagine this, you have a 2-story, 3-story, 2-story, 5-story, 2-story, 3-story. You add up all of your customers, not by the stories, but how much glass is there, and you'll come up with something like this, that if you look at all the 2 stories, 70%, in this example, 70% of the glass is 2 stories below. 88% of the glass in this scenario is 3 stories and below, and only 6% of the glass is at that maximum reach of that amazing building that you've got that you clean once a year, or 2 buildings that you clean twice a year. A fraction of the total glass that you clean, a fraction of the hours that are invested in workers cleaning windows around your city and your counties, right? A fraction are using the maximum length of the pole. So, if you buy a pole that's designed to be efficient on 70, 80, 90% of the glass that you clean, but that pole can be extended to reach the glass of those big buildings, because there's big money in big buildings. They're usually much bigger than this skinny thing here, right? So you want to be able to reach that, but as soon as you've cleaned the 5th story, you're now cleaning 4. And then 3, and then 2, and then 1. 1 you can do by hand. You don't need that pole on this building for the whole building. You only need that pole to clean those windows, or that length of pole. So what we did at Reach It is that we designed 2 pole systems. One's called Reach It Mini, which is a ground to 5-story solution, ground to 50 feet. And the other one is Reach It Pro, which is a ground to 75 or 80 feet solution, with its master pole is based around 4 stories. So if 80% of your work is 2 stories and below, you would say go Reach It Mini, and if 80% of your work is 4 stories and below, you would go Reach It Pro. And here's where it gets clever. I now have a pole that's designed for 2-story work, yeah? That's my base. And then I can add a plus A, a plus B, and a plus C, and I can reach 3, 4, and 5 stories.
What's plus?
Oh, plus is our extensions. So what we called our extensions are the plus system, because it kind of makes sense. You've got a mini plus A, and then you've got a mini plus A plus B, and then you've got a mini plus A plus B plus C to reach even higher. Now the problem before, by the way, before 2016, we developed it around what we called the Reach It XT, which is basically a plus C. It went on the bottom of the pole, and we could push the pole up with an extension. The problem with that, we were adding this weight to the bottom of the pole, and basically the pole, the higher it goes, the more it flexes. Now all of the Reach It poles are 100% carbon fiber, and the Mini is 100% intermediate modulus, and the Pro is high modulus, and the Procision is ultra high modulus, so that it can clean, way up here somewhere. And so we made the plus A and the plus B a higher modulus because it makes the pole suitable for those heights. Yeah. And so that's where we increase the modulus of the extensions. So the problem that I want to resolve is that plus C, which is used to reach those windows, is only ever used to reach those windows. So we thought, how do we make this more efficient for you, the window cleaning company owner? And the answer was that we can make a pole out of plus A, plus B, plus C. So now you can use a Mini or a plus pole on 3 stories and below. That kind of work there, like 25-foot pole reaching 29 feet. And so now we've taken these extensions that used to only be used in a fraction of your business, like 10% of the glass or 5% of the glass, and we've taken these extensions and joined them together with a product we call Connect. It's Connect ABC, and you use Connect ABC with plus ABC, and now you have another, it's actually a high modulus pole that is used on that 70 and 80 and 90% of the glass that you clean. So that Mini 5 is our champion ultimate system. If you have a Mini 5, you've actually got a Mini 2, 25-foot pole. The plus ABC for the Mini is 25-foot pole. So you have 2 25-foot poles, or you put them together and you have one 50-foot pole. Okay, so what does that mean for your business? What it means is that you've got a Mini 2, which cleans the 88% of your work. You also have the plus pole with the ABC, which can also be used to clean 88% of your work. So you now have 2 poles, and then when you have that occasional job that goes up to 5 stories, you've got the ability to combine those 2 poles and reach that work, and then pull them back down again. As soon as you get down to 2 or 3 stories, you can pull them apart, and you've got 2 workers working again. Now that you've analyzed your business and you understand whether it's 2 stories, 3 stories, 4 stories, or whatever, that your 88% or 80% of the glass is, where you can get efficiency, then choose your pole that has a master pole that's designed around that 88% or 80% of the work that you clean, and get extensions when you need them that'll take you to the maximum reach that you want. And that is why professionals choose Reach It.